Welcome back to another Retro Indie Game Spotlight. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and today we are checking out Mech Builder. Now, this game is basically like assembling models. It's what I would classify as like a cozy puzzle game. It's I think a puzzle in so much as models are puzzles, where they're not really puzzles, but there's some assembly required. You have to like figure out where the pieces go. So it's very, very light in terms of sort of that gameplay element. But the cozy aspect to it comes from just the joy of sort of sitting back and assembling these mech models in the game. So yeah, we'll go ahead and check this out. If you are curious about this game, you can find it. I'll have a link to its Steam page down below. But this was actually sent to me by a fan. They said, "Hey Jay, you like mechs. Have you heard of this Mech Builder game?" And I had not. So I have tried a couple of puzzles so far here. I'll start you guys off at the very beginning just so you can see here. This first puzzle is very straightforward. They're just showing you, basically you just take the pieces and you just sort of click them together, and off you go. That is a cool looking mech helmet though, by the way. This game has sort of an anime style to it. So you're building sort of like Gundam style mechs, or I don't know what they're, mechas. What else would you call a Japanese sort of style of mech? What does this say here? Oh yeah, you can see the so this is the diagram. This is the instructions, what we're going for. It's kind of up to us to figure out how all the pieces fit. It's like you've been given a mech model kit and your little brother threw the pieces or threw the instructions away. So now you just got the pieces, you got to figure it out. So we can use our wire cutters here to kind of snip pieces out. You even get little particle effects. You see there, like little bits fly off when you do the snipping. So yeah, little bits from when I snipped. Though, you know what? So when I was trying this out, I was kind of thinking, it's funny. As a kid, I definitely built a couple of models, but I did not use wire cutters. I just sort of like grabbed the pieces and like twisted them and rotated them until these little nubs like broke off. So I didn't even know you could use wire cutters for this. I guess let's actually start with the head here. So this one here looks like the head. And one more, there we go. And let's put this together. It's very satisfying, like it just sort of snaps in, just like a real model. Although, I mean, I guess it depends on the model kit you get, because some have to be like super glued. I think a lot do snap in these days, but I remember as a kid, one of the only big models I ever had was a big model of the Millennium Falcon. And it was like so big I needed like my uncle to help me assemble it, because it was quite sophisticated. Like I'd done a lot of Lego and stuff in my day, but this was like, pretty big and complex. And I'm pretty sure we used a lot of glue for that. I think a few pieces snapped in, but you definitely needed some glue too. And fun fact, you know what I did? Okay, so see these like wireframes and stuff that are around the pieces? Normally people would just throw those out, but what I did is I kept all the wireframes and then I used like scissors and glue, and I actually built a mech out of it afterwards. So that's how much I liked or loved BattleTech as a kid, guys. I took the leftovers from my Millennium Falcon. This is an arm. I took the leftovers from my Millennium Falcon model kit, and I used the bits and spare parts to build a mech. And it was like no mech in particular. It was just, generic. I think I made it a bird walker. It kind of had the upper torso was kind of like a Thor. I took a bunch of these little nubs and I like glued them onto a square piece I had, so they kind of look like rockets. So it kind of looked like it had a rocket launcher on one shoulder. So yeah, and I had that for a long time, that little mech model. But when I was a kid, we had a fire in our house, and the house didn't burn down. But what happened is, there was tons of smoke damage to like almost everything we owned. So we had to just get rid of most stuff. And I think that model was one thing that just got thrown out because, it didn't melt, it didn't burn up, but it did get smoke damage. And I don't know if you know anything about like smoke damage, but when smoke really gets into stuff, like it's almost impossible to get out. So there's only a few things I have saved from that era that that we didn't get rid of. We just replaced everything else. Anyway, beautiful little Mechazoid lady here. Actually, she has beefy legs. Look at that. Holy Jesus. Her leg is bigger than her waist. That is crazy. Also, could you imagine on the Battletech battlefield, just, you know, seeing like a woman's face on a mech just approaching you? That would be weird. This is more of like an android than a mech, I suppose. Although the Atlas does have a skull. So, I mean, it's not like no mechs have faces. But I feel like sort of the Japanese style of Gundams and stuff, they tend to have like samurai-styled helmets. I feel like the Gundams are almost like an evolution of samurai, actually. It's like samurai armor, but getting more advanced, you know? Like it became robotic at one point. Okay, so here now we have like decals and stuff, which is kind of cool. Exciting. Okay, and this one's getting bigger too. Let's see what kind of decals we have to work with here. Okay. I have no idea where those are supposed to go. Can we look at the instructions? See what he's supposed to look like. Okay, that gives you some hint. Okay, you can see where the decals go. All right, so let's assemble him first, and then we'll deal with the decals after. Also, I think the music is totally stopped. Hold on. We pause, settings, music. Yeah, I literally hear nothing. Okay, fine. I mean, this kind of game is all about just sort of, you can just put on your own music, or you know what you could do is like watch a TV show in the background, like screen stack. Do you guys do a lot of that? I live my life by screen stacking. I literally, if there's only like one thing on, if I'm just like, the only time I only am working on one thing at a time is if I'm coding or doing work. So if I'm like working on MetalMerc's code or some other kind of code, or like I'm actually like doing my job, then I will just have one thing going on. But if I'm doing anything else, even again, even if I'm doing stuff towards, you know, like my hobbies, like I'm you know, working on graphics or looking stuff up or something, I always screen stack. I'm just like addicted to it. I don't know. I guess it makes me feel like I'm connected to the world, like in a weird way. Like right now, so I'm only playing this. Oh, I guess I'm talking to you guys. Even though you're not here physically with me, you won't be here till the future, which is weird, but I still feel like I'm talking to you in real time. But I mean, I guess I feel connected in that way. I'm gonna snip all these out and then we'll deal with it, I think. But if I'm just like sitting by myself all day and I never look at, I like to look at YouTube a lot because it feels like YouTube is very alive and active. It's like what people are currently making. So for some reason, you know, watching a YouTube video, I feel like I'm visiting society. I don't know, and like keeping up with people. Okay, there's something that goes in there. I'm gonna figure this out. That doesn't go there. Does this go there? Well, that's the head part. Okay. And these are like the legs. Well, these are like the feet. Yeah, there we go. These are the feet. It's starting to come together. It's interesting how, like, as you assemble it, you're like, oh yeah, that's this part and that's this part. So we still need the legs. I think these are the legs, eh? And does it go like this? Yep. Okay, so there's the legs. We got the lower torso figured out. I think these are arms. Like, I almost feel like, okay, I know it's not snapping in, but I feel like I kind of want to go like that, you know? But is there another, maybe there's another piece here? No. These are the arms. These are the fists. Oh, these are the forearms. Okay. Is this a cod piece? Okay, not too sure. All right, let's bring up the instructions and take a look here. Man, he has a tiny waist too. Oh, this piece goes over here. Interesting. And then this piece just plugs straight up in there. All right. And then this piece does go here. Oh, it was just much higher than I thought. I see. Okay, and then these... Oh, they kind of plug into the back of his head. I see. Then we got these somewhere. I guess he's going first. There we go. You know, I'm kind of curious if these like models are actually based on any real designs. Like if the creator of Mech Builder here just like invented their own mechs, or if these are like actual like mechs, like licensed mecha or something that you could get. Okay, so like this one I think goes like here. And this one I think goes like here. This one goes here. What else have we got? This one goes like this. This one like this. Got little vents here. I like how we're putting on decals with like this like dentist tool. Again, I would just be using my fingers if I was a kid. So I did it. This one goes here. And this one goes here. Cha-ching! Mech complete. I would love to see this thing like come alive and like fight something when you complete it, but I guess shimmering is pretty good too. All right, let's see what else we got. Looks like a monster mech. Suitable for Halloween. So now we can actually paint guys. Okay, so I never did this part. I did the assembly, I did the decal, I did everything else. I never did the painting part. Okay, we got a lot to disassemble though. Let's start by snipping. And yeah, so anyway, I don't know. When I watch stuff, I feel connected to people. And so I guess when I'm not watching anything and I'm just working all day, I start to feel like disconnected from the world. And I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a homebody. You know, I like to sort of like chill at home. I'm not too crazy about like going out and doing too much. But at the same time, I do want to feel connected, you know, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess everybody does. Everybody just wants to feel a part of society. I mean, it varies. I don't know. So for me, like the worst thing would be living in the country. I know a lot of people are like, you know, ooh, yeah, those assemble. A lot of people like would not, might even enjoy living in the country, right? For me, like living in the country, I'm like, oh no, like I feel too far away from society. My ideal living situation is I live in a house that's not on like a main road or anything, so it's a little quiet and sleepy. But I can walk out my front door, walk down a sidewalk to a main road where there are like restaurants and pubs and, you know, like students and young people and like music. And I don't necessarily want to go to any of those places. I kind of want to walk by those places. Does this sound crazy? I kind of want to like, I want to know that that stuff's there. I want to be able to get to it easily. And like maybe I would go to a restaurant occasionally, but like I'm not looking to go spend all my time there. But I do want to know that that stuff is there, and I want to know that it's close. And in that way, I feel like connected, but I can also like be in my house 90% of the time and know that just down the road there's life and there's activity and there's party. That's good enough for me. I don't need to be part of the party. Just want to know that the party is there. All right, let's see if we can actually paint some stuff here. Whoops, didn't want to do that. Like this. So my one thing I would say about the paint brush is like, let's see. Oh, okay, it does show you the preview color. I just didn't notice that. I was like, somewhere you need to actually see the preview color of what it's actually going to be painted as. Go with like that. No, little. I think we had the right color before. That's a good one. Okay. Oh, and we can even paint the little piece here separately. Let's go for something a little crazier. How about... I'm really bad with colors, so forgive me. We make a mockery of this creature. Looks like his heart if we do it like that. Yeah, just, oops. Ah, crap. I can't undo. Or can you? No, you can't. Damn, I wish there was an undo for the painting. Although that's okay. Those colors kind of worked out. All right, snap, snap, snip, 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 snap, snip, 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 snap, snip, snip. Okay, I'm gonna stop. That's annoying me, actually. Annoying myself. Now, I wonder if we have to paint this guy. Oh, we also have decals. Okay. Here is toes, obviously. Yeah, so the painting thing is one thing I never really got too much into when it came to like assembling models. I mean, truthfully, okay, I've barely assembled any models in my life. Did the Millennium Falcon. I think I did one more. And like that's it, really. So it's like, yeah, I haven't really done much of this. This goes in? Yeah, there we go. Oh, now this guy does look cool. Again, more rock monster than mech, but, you know, to each their own. I mean, I'm not saying the guy's not cool, but I don't know how mech he is. He's more animal than mech. Like the opposite of Darth Vader, where he's like more machine than man. This guy's more monster than machine. That goes in, and that goes in. Yep. Plug them right in. Plug them, plug them. Plug them. Now, where do these things go, do you think? Feels like assembling. Oh, there we go. Assembling like IKEA furniture or something, and at the end you have like 2 loose screws. You're like, now, where do you think these go? All right, let's bring up this. So he's got like 1 here. Got 1 here. Got 1 here. I feel like I'm missing decals. 1 there. I wonder if you have to put the decals in the right spot, or you're allowed to like put them in different spots. Yeah, like look, I'm missing the stuff on his forearms. I don't know where those decals are. I think my little brother must have stolen them and thrown them away. Yeah, look at that. There's 2 missing decals, huh? Yeah. Oh well. There we go. You know what? I'm just gonna paint his head real quick. Snip. Can you snip his head off? Can you snip a piece off? Hold on. Let's give him a proper colored head. There. Not bad. Or actually, I guess he should be more orange, right? Kind of match the color of his wings. Actually, more black probably suits him. Oh, too black. There we go. That tracks. Yeah, looks great. Love the coloring. Well done, Jay. All right, next we only have 2 more to check out. So you can check out the manual, and I feel like that is not necessary. It's fine that it's there, but I'm like, like I really don't need that. Now notice that now they're giving me pieces that are more like grayscale. Now it's up to me to paint it to be the way that I want. So I think the first few models deceived us by making them look colorful, but now if we don't paint them, they're not painted. So I think as this game develops, from what I saw on the Steam page, after you assemble your mechs and your models and stuff, you can like put them on displays and stuff. And so it's not just like you assemble it and you move on. It's like you're kind of like collecting these models as you assemble them. So that is, I believe, a part of the game. But yeah, I don't know what else you could do with this format. I mean, not that they need to do much else. You know, it doesn't claim to be anything more than just like a cozy little puzzle solver. But I wonder if you could create like a meta game where, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think like outside the box. You know, like kind of be true to like what this game is trying to do with like could you do anything that breaks the 4th wall? So I'm not sure, but I will say that one of my favorite RPGs I think it's called Knights of Pen and Paper, and it's a computer game. And the way it works is there are four friends sitting in a basement at a table, and across from them is a dungeon master, and each of those four friends picks a class. So like if you pick a rogue, then your guy puts on like a rogue hat. You pick a knight, your guy puts on a knight hat and stuff. And then the dungeon master stays sitting across from you, but like the background behind him changes into different fantasy environments as he tells the story, and your characters imagine being in different places. And the monsters appear on the dungeon master's side and you fight them. So it's sort of like the four friends sitting closest to the camera, sort of sitting in this bottom row down here. There'd be like friend 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. They are your typical fantasy RPG characters. They have health bars, they have mana, they have all this stuff. But it's like, but they kind of are still the people who are playing the RPG, if that makes sense. And like in the middle of the game, sometimes like the pizza guy will call, and like the whole fantasy background will disappear, and like the dungeon master will like talk to the pizza guy on the phone and stuff. So sort of like it's a really great RPG that is sort of like D&D style, but what I really love about it is it like emulates the meta aspects of playing D&D, which I've never seen any other game attempt to do. And I've long thought of making my own indie game that did that, but you know, I got busy doing other stuff. So anyway, it just makes me wonder. I wonder if you could do some kind of fourth wall breaking thing for this, but maybe that's going a little above and beyond what the developer of this wanted to do. I mean, clearly, you know, they're trying to make a mech assembly game, and they may not want to do the crazy stuff that I'm suggesting. You know what's interesting is it got really hard all of a sudden, but I'm not mad. I just have to think a little more. We have like a plate or something that would go on the front here. I mean, I could look up the manual at any point. Probably should. Okay, let's oh, these are the decals. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, now you actually. Okay, so the manual. Interesting. I wish that was on top. A. B. Okay, so it's like showing me pieces that I need. Okay, so I need. Let's see. Like this. Or like this. One of these pieces, I think. Maybe. Oh, or these. Damn, those are beefy knees, man. Jeez, I thought those were forearms. I guess what I have to realize is every mech in this game has like the beefiest knees ever seen in my life. These are long legs too. Long, seductive legs. Okay, and then I think this, maybe? Yep. Clink, clink. All right, well, they're the legs. They're like over half the height of the screen. There's a little bit more to it, too. I think these? No, not those. These? Yeah, there we go. Okay, well, there's the leg. What was the previous thing? The face. It was sort of like this. And this. It's like side things, like that and that. I don't know where this goes. Go right in there? Oh, it does. Okay. This goes on top. All right, we've assembled the head. I don't know what these pieces are. No idea what that is. Okay. Oh, you know what else? It's showing you the pieces at the bottom. See, I just snipped everything apart willy-nilly. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so it really does become a puzzle game eventually, which screws me because I was not paying attention properly. Okay, I'm going to put the legs over here to clear some space. I'm going to put all the pieces over here. This is why you need to stay more organized than me when you're doing things in life, guys. We'll bite you in the keisters. Okay, now we need this. Good thing I have like at least some level of spatial awareness, but maybe not enough to save me. Is this? What am I looking for here? Well, there's that. Oh, I think, yeah, these just click in like this. Might as well get this out of the way. And no idea. Okay, so we've got one hand. Where's the other hand? Way over here. One hand, two hand. Okay, oh, we need the forearm parts. There we go. This and then that. Yeah, there we go. All right, it's coming together. And then this, and oh, these go on like the back. I see. There we go. All right, now it's coming together. Now it's coming together. And that. And that. There we go. All right. Well, there's only a few pieces left. We'll figure out the rest, I think. Here's the cod piece. Leg one. We got leg two. Yeah, wait, what is this? No idea what this piece is, or this piece. It's got a few leftover pieces. Oh, there's a neck. I see. Okay. And we have four of the tiniest pieces ever left. I can't even see where they would possibly go. Gonna scout out every possible area. Oh, the hand piece. I got it. Okay, and then this. At least on the computer, this will snap in if I do find the right spot, but like in real life, this would be so frustrating. Is it a boot piece? Oh, it is. Okay. Oof. In real life, that would be so frustrating to find those last few bits. All right, so you go here. You can even like paint the decals, I think. Right? You can change their color. Oh shoot, I already put it on. I would have painted them. All these ones can be painted. Here you go. Here, and you go here. Cha-ching! All right, we won't bother painting it because we got one more mech to do, and it is the granddaddy golden boy. Drag the group of runners to the left screen to create more space. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, you can like literally drag it over and then just its like letter. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, let's take their advice. Move this stuff to the side. And we will actually follow the instructions this time. I'm going to, oh, because there's so many pieces. You know, I wonder how sophisticated the most complex mech model gets. I mean, I started today's video by being like, yeah, like it's a very simple puzzle game. You just sit back, you assemble mechs, it's no problem. It's actually a ton of pieces. Holy M. N. O. Where's L? Yeah, there's so many pieces. Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Is there a simpler one? Yeah, let's start with G, H, and I. Okay, so we have G, I, and H. And let's put J over here, and K. Okay, can I move this to the side? Yes, I can. All right, let's start snipping and clipping. So did you guys build models as kids or as an adults? Sometimes I feel like a lot of kid hobbies, when you become an adult, they become more fun because, well, I mean, they're fun as a kid too. But when you're an adult, you can like do it to the extreme. Like when you're a kid, if you like models, probably only get like one for your birthday and like maybe one you know, you like convince your parents to get you one on a particular weekend, you know. But as an adult, you can be like, I have a model budget. I will be buying 2 models a week, and I will be doing them on Wednesdays and Tuesdays. You know what I mean? Like, you can do whatever you want. So it's like the hobby that you loved as a kid that was like really hard to like get access to. Now you have an abundance. Because you can like set up a budget and be like, well, I'm going to be spending $100 a week on models. And that's just how it is. It's, you know, I got food, gas, rent, and model money. Okay, so starting here. Next, we want to have, ooh, this is actually hard. Oh, I'm missing J as well. Well, that would explain things. G-H-I-J. I hope I have G-H-I and J. Once you snip these things away, the letters disappear. So actually, kind of behooves you to leave like one piece in so you know what you're dealing with. I like to live dangerously. Okay, so where are the fists? I feel like they even broke the fists up into pieces. Wow, this one's actually like surprisingly hard. If I just do this, eventually it'll click with some piece, right? What? Okay, hold on. This, I thought it was this, but now I don't know. Oh, that clinks into there. Okay. That's not, I mean, that does actually look like it makes sense now. I think I'm just gonna have to like cover some pieces until I kind of get some base framework up. I mean, this is definitely that, right? Oh, here, we can like hover it over. There we go. Ooh, you know what? Assembling it on the instructions actually makes things a lot easier. Like, what am I looking at here? I think it's this part. Yeah, look at that. Even the shading lines up. And what the heck is this? Is that like this? This part here? Okay, and then... No. Okay. Oh, we clink that. Yeah, see? Wow, this is like diverging from like model pieces into like, this is now straight up a puzzle. It puzzled me good. There we go. All right, it's assembling. A pro tip, assemble it on the literal instructions. Makes life a lot easier when it gets this cryptic. I don't know what this part would be though. Could it be this? Maybe. We'll leave that there as a possibility. Oh, there's that piece. Means... Okay. Taking shape. This one goes there. I feel like there's something else I gotta click into there. Once I get this all figured out, then I gotta do it again for the other hand. Oh, that clinks in there. What about this? Clink in somewhere. Was this clink in there? Yep. Clink in there. Nope. This. Clink, clink. Okay, I have no pieces under the instructions. Where does this go? What is this? Oh, it's the hand. There we go. Okay, you know what? I should be, whenever I kind of figure something out, I should be doing it to the other hand too. Make my life easier later. Goes in like that, and this, I don't know where that goes. This. There we go. Like that, and like that. That. All right. Two arms slowly coming together. That's this. And this. There we go. think I've made more progress on this arm than that arm all of a sudden. How did that happen? What is this piece? Oh, there it goes. Oh, so there, and there, and there. Okay, wow, that assembling these two arms is actually the hardest thing I've done so far. That's kind of interesting, actually. I am terrified of this thing. A, B, C, D, E, F. Unless they have few pieces. No, they have quite a few pieces. Okay, I mean, I guess, you know, I'm going to put the arms to the side. Don't fear the Reaper. Let's do it. A, B. Oh, B is nice and small. C, D, E, and F. Okay, once we clear these, this will be the bulk of the pieces. So that will be good. So I'm kind of curious, like, how many mechs are in this game and how far it goes. I mean, you know, we've seen they have, like, you know, the female android. They have, like, the monster mech. They have, like, the... I think this is, like, more traditional Gundam-style mech. I don't think they're, like, Battletech-style mechs and stuff like that. But that would be cool if they had them. But I think you get, like, a good variety of, you know, mechs and creatures and stuff, so... Kind of an interesting concept. It makes me wonder if there are non-mech themed versions of like assembly games like this, where like you're just building a model, and it, you know, it could be like a spaceship or whatever. Okay, actually there are not that many pieces for this part, so it's less scary than I thought. Okay, so that's this piece here, and then that would be this piece. Okay. Something around there. Next we have that. This, I'm not sure at the moment, but this, definitely that. There we go. I like how it's not the exact same size, so you can't perfectly overlay it. Makes sense. It sort of like gives the illusion that you're dealing with like an instruction manual, you know? It's like not perfectly one-to-one to scale. Oh, there's that piece. Okay, we got these pieces. And now what is this? This is that. Now this, I think, yeah, it goes on the legs. I'm starting to get a sense of how this particular model kit is working. It's different from the ones we've worked with before, but I got a better sense now of like how it actually works. So it's like I'm getting a better feel for where pieces go. It is interesting how like some model kits, like the ones we worked with previously, were like more obvious, whereas this I feel like is like two layers. There's like the dark brown, the light brown, and some dark brown pieces are snapping over light brown pieces that are about the same size, and it's giving like different colors for different like sub pieces. It's hard to describe, but it's kind of interesting. It's interesting, but yeah, okay, this one was actually not too bad. And kind of see where these last two pieces go. Yeah, there they go. Snap right in. All right. All right, so now we've done... Oh, and we can probably put the arms on. Boom. Oh, this guy is beefy. This is like the Arnold Schwarzenegger of mechs. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum. Although Arnold Schwarzenegger never said that. That was They Live. Rowdy Roddy Piper. R.I.P. L, M, and N. Oh, and then we're just going to have O. It's just the head. We'll save that for our victory. That'll be nice and easy to assemble. Click, 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 click. I feel like this snipping part is actually one of the more tedious parts. I wouldn't be sad if there was a snip all option, but I kind of get why they didn't do that. You know, I mean, why not have an assemble all button at that point, Jay? Why even play the game? Why not just watch someone else do it? Hey, wait a minute. See what I did there? Anyway, so we're almost done snipping. I gotta fill the air somehow, guys. Give me a break. There's only so much you can say about models. No, actually, you could probably fill podcast and podcast full of models. I'm just not versed enough in them to have too much to say myself. And then that goes there. Yeah, I can see it more clearly now. Yeah, no, this definitely is that knee, I think. Or it could be this foot. Oh, it could be the foot, actually. Could be the foot. Snap. Snap definitely was the foot. Snap. Snap. This looks like hair. I think it's like this. Oh yeah, it snaps right into the knees. It's your kneecap hair. And these are the knees. Okay, that makes more sense. Now this goes here. This goes here. Let's see. This goes here. This goes here. We got this. We got this. Snap them all together. We're almost there. Almost there. We got this and this. Right there. Are you guys like following along? Do you see the patterns as I'm like putting it together? I'm kind of curious. Curious like how obvious this is to you guys as we go. Like that and that. I'll be honest, if the computer didn't like snap it in for some of these, I probably wouldn't get it nearly as quickly. Probably take me a lot longer, actually. Let's put the legs on. Yeah, this guy's a behemoth. I like him. Look at that guy. Now, what's his head gonna look like, I wonder? How are there like 4 more pages of instructions? Like, there's just one more thing, right? All these intricate, tiny little pieces. Snap, snap, snip. Snip, snip, snap. Okay, so we have like his cheeks, his eye. There it goes. Forehead thingy. Like that, like that. The head is kind of tiny compared to the rest. Like, look how tiny that head is. Oh, decals. I forgot about decals. Let's make them red. So he just has 2 codpiece decals. One there. And one there. Cha-ching. So what is the rest? 6. It's like showing coloring, I guess. 7. What is that showing? What is being shown on 7? I don't get that. Maybe these are different color schemes? Interesting. Well, anyway, this has been Mech Builder. Oh, I should quit to the main menu here. You know, if you're curious about this game, you can check it out on Steam. There's also Kit Bash. What is this? Oh, that's cool. You can like, oh, and you can, ooh, look at this. Look at this. You can build your own mechs. So you could like take this guy's pieces, and you could take this guy's pieces, and you could like kit bash them and group and whoa. Okay, so you can do some sophisticated stuff here. I don't know how much kit bashing you guys did. I didn't necessarily do much of it. I didn't do too much modeling, but I mean, like, that'd be really cool to do some kit bashing. Anyway, cool little comfy puzzle game, especially if you guys did models as a kid. You might like this, might give you some nostalgia. So yeah, check it out on Steam if you are so curious. And guys, thank you for checking out today's video. If you did like it, subscribe and all that stuff. And other than that, I will catch you in the next one. Till next time, my friends, you take care of yourselves, and peace.